And good evening, Shima girls. Shima's back again with a brand new video for you ladies. Okay, now I want to do a few videos that's going to address how to recover from setbacks because a lot of us go through a lot of setbacks during our longer, healthier hair growth journey. And you know, that can be a very hard, very painful thing to go through. And I just want you to know again, you are not alone. Okay, you are not alone. A lot of us have gone through the same thing, but a lot of us don't have that support system like we have here in the Shima Hair 21 YouTube channel, to let you know that you have, a whole family of Shima girls that understand what you're going through. Okay, so in this particular video, I want to address chemical relaxer burns or scabs, and we're going to learn how to deal with it, how to heal it. Okay, but first, let me point a few things out. There is a myth regarding hair relaxers that I want to address right off the top because it needs to be addressed and that myth needs to be disposed of. Okay, and that is that the tingly burning sensation that most of us feel when we relax our hair, that's like a warning that it's that the relaxer is quote unquote working. And the situation with that is that your scalp is probably getting burnt already. That tingling burning sensation is the warning that your scalp is getting burned. Okay, so that is a big fat Shima girl no. You should not be feeling any tingly burning sensation. Okay, you see, Shima girls, that is what most of us have been conditioned to believe for the longest time. That if the relaxer doesn't tingle or burn, that means that it is not working. Okay, I've done it myself. At the very beginning when I was still new to hair relaxers and stuff like that. If I don't feel it burning, I would say it's not burning. This is not working. and then when it burns, what happens is that we get scabs. Okay, a lot of us end up getting scabs. Some people don't, but it is a very unhealthy thing to allow to happen. Okay, so let me make this perfectly clear once again so we can dispose of this erroneous myth once and for all. If your stylist or you are waiting to feel that tingly burning sensation to indicate that the relaxer is quote unquote working, then both of you do not know what you're doing, and both of you need to relearn how to apply hair relaxers properly. Okay, now this has been going for the longest time. This is also, I learned this just a few years ago that the hair relaxer should not be burning. So don't feel bad if you've been doing this, allowing the hair relaxer to start burning you in order for you to think that it's working. Okay, all right. Now let's begin with the top 3 do's which will help us before we apply the relaxer applications. Do choose the correct strength relaxer. For example, if your hair is fine, do not use super strength relaxers. To be perfectly honest, Shima girls, I don't really see the need for super strength relaxer kits. It's just too much chemical that leads to overkill. I strongly believe no matter how kinky your hair is, it can still be straightened with a simple regular strength or mild relaxer depending on how well you or your stylist smooths it through your hair. It's as simple as that. Okay. Also, be careful with using children's relaxers. Example, Just For Me or Beautiful Beginnings. Okay, that they claim that they are gentler than adult brands. I mean, I say this because children's relaxers are still chemicals. What did I say? Children's relaxers are still chemicals. Okay, it is a chemical to get your hair straight. Okay, so you have to be very cautious with children's relaxers as well. Okay, and the second do is do relax your new growth only. Do not apply it to your scalp area. This is yet another myth that needs to be disposed of immediately. Okay, the scalp is a very sensitive area. It is skin. This is just like our skin. Okay, therefore relaxers never belong on our scalps. This is why we base our scalps to keep the relaxer out of there. And I will elaborate more on the basing process in just a second. So give me a second. Number 3, do be gentle with your hair combs and or hair brushes when styling, washing your hair for the next week or so. Okay, this is if you already gotten chemical relaxer scabs. You don't want to, irritate it or, make the wound larger than it already is. Okay, and if it is a wound, actually, you should seek medical attention to it because it will get infected. Okay, now you will be using a protein-based shampoo as well. For example, okay, my SHIMA hair repair shampoo, which I formulated for these types of issues so that the protein we stripped from our hair due to improper relaxing and applying too much heat and other improper hair care practices can be brought back into our hair feasibly. The protein that we lost with all those improper hair care practices will be restored with my SHIMA hair repair shampoo. Now, after just a few applications of my SHIMA hair repair shampoo, your scabs from your chemical relaxer burn will begin to fall off in no time. Okay? Now, to further heal your scabs, do this after you use the SHIMA hair repair shampoo. Okay? And wait till your hair is 100% dry. You're going to apply some vitamin E to the scabs once or twice daily, or simply use a broken leaf from an aloe vera plant. Okay? And use the natural gel of the aloe vera plant on the affected areas where the scabs are. Okay, this technique used in combination with my SHIMA hair repair shampoo will wipe out those chemical relaxer burns / scabs in less than 2 weeks flat. Okay, all right, now let's continue. Let's look into the do nots. So pay very close attention to these do nots. All right, the number one do not is do not use hair care products containing alcohol, because if you do, you're just going to irritate the burn, the scab, and worsen the situation, SHIMA girls. Okay, so stay away from alcohol-based products. For example, gels and hairsprays, they contain alcohol. Look at the back of those ingredient labels, SHIMA girls. Okay? All right, number two, do not use hair grease or other petroleum-based products where your chemical burn scab is. I made a video about this. SHIMA says, stay away from hair grease. And what did we learn about hair grease and petroleum? They are used to sealing moisture, but in this particular case, they will sealing the heat from the burn, from the scab area, okay? That will create further damage under your scalp, and we do not want that. All right, we do not want that. It will basically damage the tissue from where your hair grows out. Now, if you don't want to end up bald, I repeat this again. Do not use hair grease or other petroleum-based products where your chemical burn / scab is. Number three. And finally, and I know this is the hardest part because I have gone through it myself, do not scratch or pick at the scab, okay? Do not do that. You're just going to worsen the situation, okay? What I tend to do is tap it. Just gently tap it. And even tapping it, you're going to see that it kind of hurts because, especially if the scab is still fresh, but tap it. Just practice tapping at the scab so that, it, in a way, in your mind, it's kind of, scratching it, but it is just a tap, okay? Now, understand that chemical relaxer burns happen when the scalp is exposed to either a no-lye or a lye relaxer for a prolonged amount of time, okay? So neither of those relaxers are exempt, no-lye or lye, okay? Either one can cause damage. So please use extreme caution when getting your hair relaxed by either you, your sister, your mother, your cousin, your licensed hairstylist. Use extreme caution because these are chemicals we're putting on our hair, okay? There are some cases where some women of color just simply cannot handle a hair relaxer on their hair because their scalp or the hair itself is just too sensitive, or I would say allergic to the chemical in the hair relaxers. Now, in these rare cases, it is best that you simply just go natural. But keep in mind that just because you go natural, that does not necessarily mean that you are quote unquote safe. Natural hair still needs to be taken care of, just as relaxed hair needs to be taken care of in order for it to thrive, grow long, and look good. Okay, so be cautious with all the so-called natural products, and be cautious with the flat ironing, the blow drying, the hair drying, and be cautious with the hair combing and styling as well. Natural hair shimmer girls. Okay, okay, now I hope I have opened your eyes and ears once again to safer, healthier, and better solutions to propel you to your fairy tale mythical hair length goals. Okay, Shima girls? Now I have some magical news that I cannot wait to share with you. And as soon as I am ready, I'm going to share it with you. But in the meantime, I'll see you next time, Shima girls. I hope you learned a lot once again. And stay blessed. Bye bye.